Hello everyone, I'm a volunteer with For a Safer Space. Today's presentation is about bipolar disorders. I would like to begin this presentation with a land acknowledgement, and this is for Toronto where the Dish with One Spoon territory is located, as well as Toronto Metropolitan University. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Today's agenda is we will be learning about what a bipolar disorder is, the different types of bipolar disorders, symptoms, risk factors, treatment, and lastly, the conclusion. What is a bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is a brain disorder that causes extreme fluctuations in a person's mood, thoughts, and energy levels. People with bipolar disorder have mood swings, both low and high emotional states that last for days to weeks, which are referred to as mood episodes. Mood episodes are characterized as mania/hypomanic or depressive mood episodes. People with bipolar disorder struggle with daily activities and social interaction. The average age of being diagnosed with bipolar disorder is at the age of 25, but it can occur during late adolescence and more commonly in children. There are three types of bipolar disorders. First, bipolar type 1 disorder. Second, bipolar type 2 disorder. And 3, cyclothymic disorder. Bipolar type 1 disorder is described as manic episodes that occur for approximately a week, which happens most of the day or nearly every day, or severe manic episodes that require medical attention. Usually, depressive episodes occur at the same time for about 2 weeks. People with bipolar type 1 disorder experience a surge of energy and may feel on cloud 9 or irritable in mood during a manic episode. On the other hand, some people with bipolar type 1 disorder have depressive or hypomanic episodes, while the majority of people with bipolar type 1 disorder have periods of neutral mood. For a manic episode to occur, a person experiences at least 3 of the following changes in behavior. Decreased need for sleep, for example, feeling energetic despite significantly less sleep than usual, increased or faster speech, uncontrollable racing thoughts or quickly changing ideas or topics when speaking, distractibility, increased activity, so for example, restlessness, working on several projects at once, and increased risky behavior, for example, reckless driving and spending sprees. A hypomanic episode is distinguished by less severe manic symptoms. Hypomanic symptoms do not greatly impact daily functioning. A major depressive episode is seen when these symptoms occur: intense sadness or despair, loss of interest in activities that the person once enjoyed, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, fatigue, increased or decreased sleep, increased or decreased appetite, restlessness, for example, pacing, or slowed speech or movement, difficulty concentrating, and frequent thoughts of death or suicide. A pattern of depressive episodes alternating with hypomanic episodes, but the episodes are less severe than those seen in bipolar type 1 disorder. People with bipolar type 2 disorder feel euphoric or irritable and engage in unusual behavior. People with bipolar type 2 disorder often seek treatment after their first depressive episode because hypomanic episodes can be pleasurable and even improve performance at work or school. Symptoms of bipolar type 2 disorder are decreased need for sleep, excessive spending, flying quickly from one idea to the next, increased energy and hyperactivity, inflated self-image, making and pursuing grandiose and unrealistic plans, rapid or loud speech, and lastly, substance abuse. A chronically unstable mood state characterized by hypomania and mild depression lasting at least 2 years. Cyclothymic disorder is characterized by recurrent hypomanic and depressive symptoms that are insufficiently intense or last long enough to be classified as hypomanic or depressive episodes. Although emotional ups and downs are present in cyclothymia, they are not as severe as those in bipolar type 1 or type 2 disorder. Although cyclothymia is less extreme than those of bipolar disorder, it's still important to get support for managing these symptoms because they can impair one's ability to function and increases the chances of developing bipolar type 1 or type 2 disorder. Symptoms of cyclothymia include mood swings that alternate between mild to moderate highs and lows. Signs and symptoms of the highs of cyclothymia may include extremely high self-esteem, excessive talking and speaking very quickly, sometimes so fast others have trouble following what the person is saying, racing thoughts, which become muddled and disorganized, lack of focus, restlessness and hyperactivity, increased anxiety, going for days with little or no sleep without feeling tired, argumentative, and reckless or impulsive behavior. Signs and symptoms of the lows of cyclothymia may include insomnia or hypersomnia, so sleeping too much, aggressiveness, irritability, changes in appetite, weight loss or gain, fatigue or low energy, feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, or guilt, inattentiveness, lack of concentration or forgetfulness, and unexplained physical symptoms. There are factors that increase the risk of bipolar disorder. Firstly, genetics. Bipolar disorder tends to run in families. Children with a parent or sibling with a disorder are at a higher risk of developing the disorder. Secondly, environment. A stressful or traumatic event in a person's life can sometimes set off a person's bipolar disorder. Possible environmental triggers include marriage, losing a job, or death in the family, which further triggers a manic or depressive episode. Thirdly, brain structure. Bipolar disorder is caused by the imbalance of natural chemicals in your body and brain. Bipolar disorder can be treated. It's a long-term condition that needs ongoing care. Medication is the main treatment, usually involving the following: mood stabilizers, antidepressants, antidepressant antipsychotic drugs, anti-anxiety medications, or sleep medicine. The second option of treatment is psychotherapy, or also known as talk therapy, which is often recommended too. There are several different types. Options can include interpersonal and social rhythm therapy. This therapy method is designed to have a daily routine from sleep to eating to prevent disruptions and help maintain a stable mood. And there's also cognitive behavioral therapy. This allows a person to replace negative habits and actions with more positive ones. It can also teach a person how to deal with stress and other negative triggers. Now we'll go over resources. The most important thing to take away from this video is that there's supports and help available. For an immediate mental health crisis, reach out to a crisis line for support. For non-immediate mental health support, a useful resource is For a Safer Space. For a Safer Space is a nonprofit that offers accessible and inclusive mental health care. Visit the website for more information if you'd like to reach out for support. That concludes the presentation on bipolar disorders. Thank you for watching.